Hey guys, you are listening to a brand new holiday edition episode of GaysideStories with Trillificent. Gay shit goes here. And this week I have a very special, illustrious guest. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters and of course RonaldMatters.com. That's my intro on Here For It podcast.
It is.
So when I'm introducing myself, it's the only intro that I know. But yeah, Ronald Matters from Memphis, Tennessee. Just moved to DC a year ago. People keep asking me, do I live in Atlanta? No, I don't. But that's really pretty much it. I'm a blogger on the internet. I've amassed over 10 million views on RonaldMatters.com.
Come on, talk your
Here For
shit.
a podcast started 8 months ago. We've gotten 30,000 listens. I'm so excited for that because I was like, I don't know who would want to listen to me, but 30,000 people have. So shout out to God, and I want to thank my mama.
Shout out to Mama and God. Shout out to your co-host.
Yes, Martell Todd at the Superman. He's a critical care nurse, so I definitely, for sexual health and wellness, I definitely wanted someone with health background, and he's a nursing experience, been in the military for like over a decade, so done 2 tours in Iraq. So he's just really, oh my God, he's really smart and he's problematic, but I love it. It balances out the show. I need him for the show.
Interesting that you consider him the problematic one.
Me?
No. I'm not saying either or. I'm just saying it's interesting that that's how you feel.
That's what the listeners feel. I usually have people in my DMs asking me about what he said, and I'm like, well, you can type at TheEESUPAMAN, and you can talk to him about your grievances.
Yeah, go to the source. Go directly.
But I don't want to look thirsty in his inbox, but you look thirsty in mine.
Right.
So how do you win?
Come on, transference of thirstiness. Well, with that being said, I appreciate you reaching out. Like I said, I was surprised. I'm always surprised that people want to be on this show. I don't know why it's someone on the show every week, but I'm still like, you want to be on my show? Oh my God. So,
oh my God.
I don't know. I'm weird. Whatever. So thank you for that, and thank you for the love that you've shown. Definitely been rocking with you guys since the beginning, and now we are collaborating, so I'm happy about that.
Thank you.
So let's get into some things.
I'm gonna come, sir.
Oh yeah! First up, R.I.P. to Combat Jack.
Oh, he passed?
Yeah, you didn't
I
see
thought
that?
they just said he was in struggles, but
yeah, I mean, I know it just recently came out that he was diagnosed with like stage 4 colon cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But we're recording this show early, by the way, listeners, because Christmas, holidays, and shit. So today is Wednesday, and it just came out today that he passed away.
Oh, wow.
So R.I.P. to Combat Jack. I know he is huge in the podcast community. He was, I believe, co-owner of Loudspeakers Network. His show is huge in the hip-hop community and everything. And from what I've seen on Twitter, he was just a really nice guy and reached out to a lot of people and was very supportive of a lot of people in the podcast community. So definitely, rest in peace to him, and prayers, thoughts for his family, his loved ones, and people that were close to him and that knew him.
I really can't believe you. Oh my God! Wow.
I know.
I kind of need a moment. Wow. I was
struggling with there.
Okay.
I was struggling.
All right.
Sorry, that was some off-air things that we were discussing. But heavy. So yeah. But we're going to move right along from that, and let's talk about the holiday a little bit. So first up, Merry Christmas.
Happy
holidays. I'm just glad to have some damn days off work.
Okay.
Happy Bah Humbug. Whatever your ministry is, happy
Kwanzaa.
Merry, all of that. Kwanzaa, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking on that and keeping on that same vein, let's talk about gifts. So this is something that you brought up that I thought was interesting, so I'm going to let you answer first. What was your best gift that you've ever received?
Okay, so we were going through a tough time at the house. I was like 13 or 14 years old, and Britney by Britney Spears had just came out. It had I'm a Slave for You on it. I think all I remember is "I'm a Slave for You" was the single, and I was like, I have got to have that CD. Britney Jean Spears. I own all of the other ones. I don't care what's going on at Christmas time. I better find $12 and put it together because I've got to have it. And
Come
so
on.
they also, to make it sweet, my parents went to Big Lots and got what do you call it? Anti-skip CD player, which was major at the time.
Oh, they got
Imagine
oh.
anti-skip CD players.
Listen, that was the fancy shit. That was where you didn't have to hold the damn thing at a perfect level.
Yeah, you have to be still. I could do my "I'm a Slave for You" choreography, and still my CD will play. I was in so like my Christmas was made off of like $50 because I'm sure the CD player was like $29.99, and the Britney Spears CD was like $15. So
Mm-hmm.
my Christmas was set. That was like the best Christmas ever.
Oh, okay. So let's go on the other side of the spectrum. What was your worst gift that you've ever received?
I don't really think I've ever received a bad gift. I don't know.
Come on, blessings.
Because I don't really expect gifts. Because I've
Yeah.
always, in my household, Christmas has always been a struggle, to be completely honest. But, so I don't really expect gifts or, mm, I'm gracious at any time I receive something, or if I don't receive something. I mean, I'm grown. I make so and so $1,000 a year. I can figure it out and buy it for myself. Cool,
Okay.
thanks.
Okay.
But I don't want to bloat, or whatever the word is.
Okay. That was nice and diplomatic. I see you. I
Yeah.
see you. So my best gift received was a set of Power Ranger Ninja Zords when I was a little boy.
Oh,
And I'm gonna stop there because there's a question in the queer query where I have to explain the rest of the story with the Ninja Zords.
I really liked Power Rangers. We used to wake up every weekend and watch Power Rangers.
Listen,
It's so cool.
every day out in the front
Every Saturday
yard
morning.
playing Power Rangers, climbing the tree, acting like we doing flips. It was lit.
Hmm
Childhood. Mm.
So, how you feel about the new iteration of Power Rangers? Because I know when they were announcing that the movie was coming, people started throwing shade, but everybody went to go see it, and now they're making a Power Rangers 2,
Are they? Because
allegedly.
I saw a lot of reports that were saying it didn't do as well as they expected. Because they expect everything to bring in 300 million, and so it was in danger of not making a second, or they were in danger of not making a second movie because it had not done as well as they expected. But it also, I don't think it had premiered in like China or something,
Oh,
where
okay.
they were expecting to make all the money. But with all that being said, I went into it vaguely skeptical. I didn't know what to expect. I was on the fence about Elizabeth, whatever her name is, playing Rita Repulsa.
Uh huh.
But I watched it and I actually enjoyed it. But I think the main reason I enjoyed it is because the black boy was like the heart of the team. He was
Uh
like the center of the movie to me. Like if it wasn't for him and his anyway, the
oh.
black
Okay.
boy Joy, and then I
Mm-hmm.
saw a little clip of him dancing on Tumblr, and that made me like it even more. It was like because he was like in the movie he plays the geek ranger, the Blue Ranger,
I remember.
and
Mm-hmm.
then for the listeners, and then on Tumblr he's like dancing to trap music in his Power Ranger suit. So I said, you know what, I'm here for this. That reminds me, I need to get that on Blu-ray or whatever. So that was my best gift, the Power Ranger Ninja Zord. And when I say the whole set, I had every one of them. I even had that big turtle bitch that you put everything in
Oh wow.
and they shoot and whatever it did. So my worst gift, I'm more like you. I got to a point when I was a teenager where I was like, Christmas is for the children, and I just want to sleep. Like, don't wake me up early. I don't give a damn. Leave me alone. And then as an adult, I don't expect gifts and things of that nature, even though every now and then I do get a gift. But my worst gift was from one of my aunts. And she got me a brown and orange and white shirt with a very strange geometric pattern on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like Regina George. I was like, this is the ugliest effing shirt I have ever seen in my life.
When she was in Marshalls, it had hanger appeal in Marshalls, but when she
No,
brought it
no,
home and
no,
tried to put it in the box, it just didn't
no.
compute. Okay.
No, it was a fail from start to finish. Whoever manufactured that shirt with those ugly ass colors, it looked like diarrhea. It was awful. But I was gracious. Oh, thank
Oh
you.
my God, thank you, Auntie. I've
Thank you
always
so
wanted
much.
this.
I've always wanted an ugly ass brown shirt. Thank you so much. Oh my God. You know me so well.
Girl,
Mm,
when is your wedding? I'm gonna wear this to the wedding. Oh, you don't got no
hello.
man. Oh, okay. I need to
No,
wear
let's
this to
not do
murder then. Sorry,
that.
Auntie. Love
No, we
you.
don't have to do that.
Oh,
She
that's
got
what
a
I would do to my aunt because I'm shady, but
Well, I mean, if my aunt didn't have a man, then probably. Because I'm not a stranger to shading my aunt, so, or any of my aunts.
oh my God.
Okay, so last thing before we move out of the Come Quick segment, this came to me earlier when I was on Twitter someone said you on Twitter being you, and I was like, what does that even mean? Like, I just tweet. You know, a lot of times I'm tired, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so I came up
Mm-hmm.
with the poll, and the poll is, which is the best holiday dick? Answers are Christmas dick or New Year's dick. So 29% said Christmas dick, and a whopping 71% said
Thank you,
New
Lord.
Year's dick.
Thank you. I
So
need it.
y'all are out here bringing in the new year, getting stuffed, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that at all. Y'all get all
Mm-hmm.
of the dick that you deserve and that you require. Happy New
Fire and
Year.
desire. Come on.
You know, you imagine like instead of a New Year's kiss, it's like a New Year's dick in your
Put it
mouth.
in your mouth. I mean,
Okay,
kiss. Well, you know.
absolutely, we're on the same page. Cause Christmas dick, I feel like, I mean,
Oh my God, thank you. It's so sweet. You ain't get. It's not
right,
a pay week. Oh, it's not a pay week.
right. It's like,
Okay.
cause then it's like, is it Christmas Eve dick? And then you're like, all right, that was good, but when I get up in the morning, I better still have a motherfucking present, or is
Okay.
it dick the night of Christmas where it's like, I'm tired as fuck, I'm full as fuck, hurry up and get off me so we can go to sleep. I don't know. Christmas dick seemed like it could be hit or miss.
In other news,
In other news, we're going to move on to the main topic.
amen. Because I don't got nothing else. I just.
Nothing.
Oh my God, just New Year's dick when you're drunk and you're like, bitch, I don't know if he hitting it from the back or if he hitting it from the side, but I'm holding his leg up. Whatever. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Come
Amen.
on. Come through. Drunken
And then when
love.
your hole is ravaged in the morning, you like,
Oh, not
bitch, what did I do
ravaged.
last
Oh,
night?
my.
Okay, shout out to my best friend because he must. I
Come
know you got to
on.
get the best friend approval before you leave. So okay, he approved. Okay, cool.
All right. Come on, Confessions of a Bottom. So, the main topic, we're going to be talking about a BuzzFeed article. I told you guys last week that this is going to be a light and fun month. It's
All right
Christmas,
now,
it's New Year's, it's whatever holiday you celebrate. So, we're
it's
going to be
Hanukkah.
talking about the 19 relationship questions happy couples should agree on. Now, whether or not we do all 19 questions, I don't know. I'm tired already thinking about it. But let's see what some of these say.
Is he
And
a
I
bottom?
believe we both have a disclaimer that neither of us has a good track record with relationships, which should make this conversation that much better.
Hold on. How do you know that? How do you know that about me?
Because you told me.
Oh shit. Sorry. My bad.
It's the gin. It's okay. I blame the
Yeah.
gin. So, first question. How many times per week should a couple have sex? The answers are at least once per week, at least 5 times per week, at least a few times per month. The exact amount doesn't matter, but you should be having sex occasionally. There are other ways to be intimate. Being intimate has nothing. I'm not even going to read the rest of that because
Wow.
you tried that.
Drama.
I feel like you and Martell just were talking about this or something very similar to it.
Yes, I covered. Let me go through my notes. There was a study that said the average heterosexual couple have sex a little over once a week. Maybe I guess they throw some oral in there somewhere. But
Mm-hmm.
gay couples have sex about 2 times a week because we are better communicators about our feelings and what we need. I was like, that is a lie, but
That
cool.
is a whole entire lie.
But um,
Maybe about sex, but everything else.
so we average 2 times a week, and I feel as a bottom, 2 times penetration. 2 times a week is good enough.
Yeah.
I will do some oral pleasures somewhere along the way, Tuesday after work or before you go to work on Thursday morning.
Hmm.
Just, when was the last time I was penetrated? I know it. What they say, keep his stomach full and his balls empty. So you gotta,
But you have to
where
come
am
up. You
I?
got to know all the ways to keep his balls empty, and not just use your back door because you'll be caught out here.
Child. And your back door
Um,
be ruined. Amen.
Rule in. All right, then
Need new locks.
you're gonna need renovations, and it's just gonna be a whole
The
mess.
back door gonna be stained.
Mm,
Lord
mm, mm,
Jesus.
mm.
Amen.
So I think for me, the answer probably would be the exact amount doesn't matter, but you definitely should be both be satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Next question: how often is it okay to argue or fight? Only a few times per week, only a few times per month, a few times per year. You should only be having occasional little spats, no big fights. Couples in happy relationships fight all the time, or you shouldn't be fighting at all if you're in a happy, healthy relationship.
That's a
So,
lie.
again, the last question is I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, that last
So,
option was trash.
what do you think?
I think like a serious where you both stand your ground and the way you feel on something. I think for a healthy relationship, you've you can do that every 3, 4, 5 months because there's definitely things something at some point that you're going to be passionate about
Hmm.
and not going to be budging on it, and they're going to feel the same way. But I mean, that way, if you argue now, you don't be surprised when he filed for divorce because,
Oh,
child,
God.
there's a tighter hole out here,
Oh,
and you know
no.
how he fights. So
Mm.
if you just everything's peachy keen all the time, bitch, your friendship is fake as these hoes on Real Housewives.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
get out my
All
face.
right. So, I'm going to condense all that to say only a few times per month.
Per month.
I'm sorry, per year. Sorry.
Wow.
Per year. Per year, not per month. If you fighting like that per month, listen, you need to
Mm-mm.
stop reenacting Baby Boy with your real life.
Oh yes,
Okay?
definitely.
You need to drop that person like a bad habit and move on to the next.
Amen.
Listen to the
Amen.
writings on the wall.
I'm gonna preach that word.
So I agree. A few times per year, I think it's natural. People are going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are in a relationship or trying to find a relationship where you never fight and you are on the same page about everything, good luck to you because from what I've seen, those are the relationships where they usually end up on investigation discovery and somebody dead. So it's
Oh,
okay to bump
Martell was
heads a
talking
little
about
bit.
this show on TV One called For My Man.
Hmm.
And so you end up on that, or you end up on what snapped.
Snap.
Yeah, usually
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
famous
okay.
in ways that don't divert into dollars. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. Next up, do couples in happy, healthy relationships go to sleep angry? This is a weird notion to me, but let's see what the options are. It says yes, that's a total myth that you need to solve everything before bed. It really depends on the fight and what it was about. It should be whatever the couple decides on doing together. No, it only causes resentment and hurts the relationship. Um, so a funny anecdote about this. I was talking to a friend of mine and she was saying how she believes in not going to bed angry to a point. So it's like, I mean, I might still be mad at you, but that don't mean I don't want to fuck. So what's up with the what's up? And I said, you know what? I can relate to that because we don't all get over anger in the same amount of time. Even if we talk it out and we come to a resolution, some of us we hold on to that for a little bit longer than others. So I definitely feel like it's more of a myth that you should not go to bed angry. Now, you should not be living angrily, as in going multiple days, weeks, months angry.
Uh
But
huh.
if you go to bed angry every now and then, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What say you?
Um, I was raised by my grandparents, and they had this.
Come on,
They had
Medea.
this belief. But then, like, they would be arguing when I would go to bed at 8:30. But then, like, when I wake up in the morning, one person's in the chair and the other person's on the love seat. shade. But it's just like so nobody went to bed last night. Y'all just was like, well, we go sit here and let the TV watch us.
Right. We not if we are still angry when it's bedtime, we just not going to bed.
So I'm like, and now you're gonna be cranky because your neck hurt because you slept on the
Right. You
couch.
tired as hell. You start to get delirious.
And then you didn't go get no blanket because you wanted to look like you was about to concede in the fight. So it's like now y'all both you still mad, and then you
That's
gotta
some
go through a full business day mad.
right. That's some
So
strong will. Woo.
nigga, I'll go get in the bed. You keep your ass out here, cause
Right. I mean, whatever it takes, but I'm not sacrificing my sleep because I'm upset. Usually, going to sleep will help me
help me.
release
Yes,
some of that anger. So
come on, release.
I say that that's a myth. All right. Next up, it's a gift of this lady. Okay.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Does a couple have to have everything in common, like hobbies, musical taste, sense of humor, blah 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 blah? So yes, you need to have everything in common, or it won't work. Ooh. You just need to have a majority of things in common. You should have big values and goals in common, but the other things don't really matter. You can still be happy in a relationship with no common interests.
Lies.
Or, haven't you heard the term opposites attract? It's better if you don't have that much in common. So,
Shaq and Hoops did break up, so opposites attract, but girl, they also turned into negatives.
right. They also repel.
I think
Go ahead.
the big values part.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big values part is important. If you're going to be verse, then your partner's got to be verse as well, which is trash.
That is false.
So that way y'all both are good with sexual compatibility. If I don't like PDA and you don't like PDA, that can be very important. PDA, I have to ask because I like PDA, but I
Okay.
usually deal with trade boys, so they don't really like PDA because they don't want. First of all, I'm already out with a gay nigga, so this is a lot for me.
Yeah. You pushing it.
So you have to have some major things in common, but both of us can't be from the hood because who gonna know the girl that got to hook up with the jobs, or who gonna be able to talk, who gonna be able to speak for us in court. Both of us can't be trash, and both of us can't be like too classy with no street cred.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you got to find the medium.
Okay.
Bring something to the table. So if I already got it at the table, then I don't have anything for you to bring.
Okay. Sure. I
Uh-uh.
would agree.
Uh-uh.
The big values and goals in common is very important. But I would tack on a little extra. Like, I feel like you should have a few small things in common because then you might run into the situation where we don't do shit because we don't like doing the same things. So we don't ever want to do anything together as a couple. Like, yeah, big values. We have the same politics and we're sexually compatible, but you like to do Netflix and chill, and I like to go bowling. Now we're not doing shit together, and that's just going to end up with a wedge between us, and then somebody going to cheat, and all of that. And then it's going
It
to be
makes
on
the breakup
Twitter.
easier then, I guess. The breakup is easy.
And then y'all going to be subtweeting each other and posting.
First of all, somebody's not grown in this relationship. Opposites attract. It sounds like there's one kid and one adult.
I don't know. Anyway, have things in common. Have things, at least a few things that y'all like to do together. That's my opinion. So next up, you should like this one. This one has a gift of Brittany.
Brittany Jean. Come on. Oops. I did it again, tease.
Should partners be able to fart? Poop? What?
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, that.
Okay.
Wait. So what? The shade in them using this Brittany gift talking about farting and pooping and peeing.
Well, oops, I did it again. Yeah, it's
no. And then they got this little fire going. No.
Yeah, it's
they
the
wrong
fire.
for this.
They
wrong for this. Okay, sorry. Should partners be able to fart, poop, or pee in front of each other? Yes, absolutely. You should feel comfortable, blah, blah, blah. Farting, maybe. Not pooping or peeing. Farting and peeing, maybe, but not pooping. No, that stuff should never be done in front of a partner. Whether you do that stuff or not is in front of your partner. It says nothing about the relationship. I'm going to let you answer first?
So the last guy that I was talking to here would call me when he was in the bathroom at work on the toilet. He would
Mm.
FaceTime me,
Oh.
and I would be like, are you broadcasting live from?
Right. Like, okay, I'm all for quality time, but not that damn quality. What?
But I did have to be understanding because he couldn't have his phone out while he was at work. He was like a high level manager, but he was always in the trenches of the work because he wanted to be a good manager.
Mm-hmm.
And he always got in trouble for that too, because the senior level executives were always like, "You can be at the house. You do not even have to be at the job site. We don't know why you go to the job site and spend 12 hours at the job site. You don't have to do that." But anyway, he felt like he always had to be in the trenches to show his employees, trying to be a model. It was
Yeah, yeah.
admirable. Like the
Mm-hmm.
first 2 or 3 weeks we were talking, but when we're like 4 months into it and he's still broadcasting live from the toilet, I was like, can I just see you when you get off work? You can just come over here, or I can
Right,
come to where you are, or
right.
we can meet
But
for
he was
something.
just broadcasting. He wasn't making deposits. He was just broadcasting.
No, no, no. He was making deposits as
Oh,
well.
sweetie.
Yeah. So I dealt with that,
Do not
but
like
as a bottom, I would never do that in
as a
front of my.
bottom.
I couldn't do those types of things in front of my partner. Now, I'm gonna fart in my sleep because I'm unable to control my gases. I
Mm-hmm.
confess. But
Oh, let
outside
your
of
boy know.
those things, outside of me being asleep and it happened, child, I do my best.
I want to say, I mean, farting happens to the best of us. Sometimes it be your own intestines. But as far as shitting and peeing,
Wow.
we don't need. I don't. No, I'm good on that, and I don't
Yeah.
want you around when I am in the throes of a bowel movement. Like I don't need that much togetherness. I need some space.
But what happens? But this is about couples, though. So if you're a couple, you live together, and so you're
So
gonna go blow up the bathroom, and then they gonna have to pee.
they gonna
So
have
it's
to
like,
hold it.
so we need a 1.5 bath.
Eggs,
It's like,
you
if
beat
we
me
gonna be in
to it.
this
I was about to
relationship.
say either Bay gonna have to hold it, Bay gonna have to slum it and get ghetto
Oh
with
my
it,
god.
or Bay is gonna have to use the powder room. All
Not the
right,
powder room. Okay. All
all
right.
right, because that time on the toilet. You know what? I don't want to talk about this anymore.
The next question, do
Yes.
partners have to tell each other absolutely everything?
Ooh.
Yes, you should be open about everything because it builds trust. You should share all big things, but little things don't matter. You should keep some things to yourself because some information is hurtful or could cause some trouble. And the last one says, no, you aren't obligated to share everything with your partner.
Mm,
I I'm scared.
yeah. So the interesting thing about this is you would think that the answer is clear and it should be yes, you should be open about everything. It builds
Oh.
trust.
Mm-hmm.
But in my limited experience and from my observations, people can't handle the truth.
Amen.
So you have to have that level of discernment to say, okay, I know what to share with my partner and I know not to share with my partner. Now, let me preface this by saying if you are a fuck nigga, I'm not talking to y'all, all right? Because y'all doing stuff you shouldn't be doing, hiding kids and families and cheating and stealing monies and scamming
Mm-hmm.
folk. I'm not talking to y'all.
Been
What
in a
y'all are
gay
doing is
relationship for
terrible.
8 months. I've been through that.
Yes. But I'm talking about a loving, healthy couple, a healthy relationship. Y'all are in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have already posted y'all wedding pictures on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Y'all have a following. I can see not telling your partner every single thing. Now, if you have the kind of partner that's like, look, tell me everything or I'm going to cut you, well, then you probably should be as forthcoming as possible.
Uh-oh.
But I think you have to know your partner and know if they're the kind of person that when they ask, it's because they genuinely want to know and they are going to be able to deal with whatever the answers are,
Ooh,
or
that's
are
the
they the
that's the hard part. Oh my
yeah,
God,
or are they the
being able to
type
accept it.
that
Okay.
likes to ask, and then when they hear the answer, they have a breakdown or they get upset, and then it's a whole ordeal. Especially if it's something small. That's my answer, which is not really
Um,
one of the answers, but I guess it is. But I definitely
it's
say
tell
the
the major
big
things, but you
things.
don't have
Yeah,
to tell everything. I think
right.
that's your answer.
For example, if you lose your job, tell your fucking partner.
Oh
That's
wow,
not the
that's the
type of
rent and the
thing.
mortgage and the cable. I
Right.
need my house
That's
wise.
not the type. That's not a small thing. That's a big thing. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, 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 yeah.
If your coin purse has been snatched, you want to share that with your partner. All right.
Child. If you run out of mascara, you need to tell your partner. Cause I don't want to see you when you don't look like you ain't got no eyelashes.
Okay. Sure.
Cool. My answer is I don't know. It's because I'm a Virgo. I like to know everything all the time. I have to know it. I'm a Virgo. I'm very detail oriented.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plus word, and I'm very critical. That's the negative word. So I
Okay.
feel like I need to know everything all of the time. So it's and when you don't tell me, and then something happens to you, I'm like, shit. I don't know if he was no tomatoes or no pickles. I don't know what his allergies are. Child, I don't know. Because niggas have preferences, but you ain't never had to bring food over for Netflix and chill, so you don't know what he
Mm,
allergic to.
okay.
But now he in the hospital. So then what?
Fair enough. Hopefully, hopefully he still has an iPhone with the home button, and you can open it with his finger and call his mama.
The iPhone 10, I just hold it up to my face and it unlocks.
Right.
So I know that's
Right. But
really
if
bad
they
for
is a
terrorists. With terrorists, like I can't be a terrorist to have an iPhone 10 because the
let's
FBI just gonna
see.
hold it up to my face. It's gonna unlock.
Open
So
your fucking eyes. You're gonna be like, no, no, no.
how about that?
And okay, let's move on. Next question: do you need to get along with each other's family and
No,
friends? Oh,
hell
okay,
no.
alrighty. So the answers are: we already know what Ronald's answer is. Yes, you can have a healthy relationship. Otherwise, yes, but only the family members and friends that you actually like. It would be tough if you didn't like any of them, but you could make it work. No, as long as you are polite and not actively fighting with friends and family, it doesn't matter. No, who cares what their friends and family think? Now, that last
Yahtzee,
answer is how some of y'all be
Yahtzee.
getting caught up out here and be getting isolated, and then you end up with an abusive person. So, I would
Oh wow,
say no, as
that's a
long
different perspective. Well, how did you gather that perspective?
I watch too much
Because
TV. Too much
okay,
TV. Well, I mean, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's not the full answer, but I'm gonna leave it at that because it's not my business to tell. But I would say no, it's not a requisite. But as long as you're being polite, like don't go around and be like, I don't like your mama, and every time I see her, I'm gonna call her a bitch. No, that's not what you do.
well, do you love me? Wow, you can't say stuff like that.
Well, I mean, people crazy out here. People crazy,
Because now I got to pop you in my mama's honor. So
right?
I'm like, what are you talking about?
But yeah, I
Oh,
agree. You don't have to. You don't have to get along with each of it, family and friends. But do be polite and cordial to the best of your
hmm
ability.
no, as long as you're polite and not actively fighting. So this is your answer.
Yes,
Can we move on?
absolutely.
Oh, is it the last question? I don't know how this works.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Next question says, should you consult with each other before making all decisions? This sounds stressful.
what kind of decisions I got to make with it and wait for you? I'm grown.
Right. Yes,
Oh,
you should talk out all decisions before making them, no matter how small. That's false. It depends on how big the decision is. It depends on whether this decision affects both partners or not. Ding, ding, ding. No, you should still have some independence and be able to make decisions on your own. I think it depends on if it affects both of you. And even if it's something that is only something that it's only for you, like if you are thinking about quitting your job and getting another job or something like that,
or
you
going
think
back to
it
school
going back,
and getting
yeah,
your
like you think
RN.
this is all about me, but it still is going to affect both partners. So it is something that you should at least discuss and be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Don't just pop up one day and be like, hey, I quit my job. I'm going, go sell alpacas on the side of the road. That
So have you already bought the supply that you need to do that, or do you need a
right.
truck? I mean, are you already set up? I mean, tell me So
Exactly.
I'm confident in your decision.
Exactly.
Have you researched this? Because I've been looking at your browser history and all I've seen was Xtube. You ain't did no research.
Exactly. So I would say it depends on if it affects both partners.
Mm, should you consult before making all decisions? I'm trying to think of a small decision that's so minute that you shouldn't consult me on. But with your life partners, I guess you just really have to support the person no matter what their decision is. So I guess
No, is that how
uh,
that works?
I would like to be privy because knowing me, I'm nosy and I would like to know. But if it's something that you feel like you're confident in, I'm like, look at Bae taking a leap, and he's just gonna go for it. I gotta be supportive. I don't mind that every now and then, like once a year. But outside of that, once a year, we'll be tread lightly, But I want to be supportive that you made a decision on your own and you want to, you know.
Okay. So next question. No, I agree. It's just like I get it. I think there's still an element of that your partner needs to communicate with you in order for you to be.
Or be grown to make a decision on their own without you. Because they're like, first of all, I am grown, still a whole
Yeah,
grown 6'1", 210-pound man.
but
I can make a decision by myself.
part of being grown is still being mindful of how your decisions will affect other people.
That sounds like leadership. Oh my god. Okay, but cool.
Okay,
So now you want to be the top in the
I was
relationship?
gonna say
Wow,
Bottom
wow,
Chronicles, chapter
wow.
4.
Child, chapter all the chapters. It leaks into all the chapters.
Yeah,
Pre-cum
absolutely.
tease.
All right. Does there need to be complete
Hold on.
trust?
So it's pre-cum gross to you?
Mm, no.
Because it's really weird because like if a man is excited and he's trying to hold back, there's gonna be a lot of that.
Or a
If
lot,
you
depending on the man.
hello. But then like if y'all are playing around and ain't nothing coming out, then like girl, he's not excited for real. This is just community service.
Right.
So
I don't think it's gross.
I mean semen coming out of a thing is a part of the
It's the circle of
experience.
life. It's the circle of dick. It's
Wow.
just part of the experience, like you said. Absolutely.
How often should you talk to your partner about things they do that are annoying to you?
Mm.
A, always, because it's healthy to talk about issues, no matter how small. Things should be only brought up if they're really upsetting. Otherwise, shh. C, very seldom you should accept the issue or annoyance and move around. And the last one says, never. People in happy, healthy relationships shouldn't have issues. That's a lie.
That I don't know what kind of fairy tale they
Like
living
they just
in.
put D to be like, not this one. Don't pick
Right.
this. Don't pick this one.
If you No, that's like, okay, once you get all the answers, okay, you picked D
Don't
quite
pick
a
this
few
one.
times. I'm gonna recommend a couples therapist for you guys.
First of all, I'm going to recommend a divorce lawyer. I know a real cheap one. 199
Oh,
divorces in 7 days.
not
Just
199. Come on, discount divorce.
yeah. I saw that like on a bus stop, a metro stop in New York. I was like, bitch, 199 in New York? How
Right,
y'all afford these?
right. Because we still wondering how, I don't need to do that.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
You can talk about things that annoy you. I mean, you haven't decided to like this gonna be the only one I take or the only one I fuck or whatever y'all. The only one I flip flop with, and you haven't already noticed that this is gonna be a thing.
Yeah. Um, Weighing in my again limited experience, I'm gonna say always. I think.
You should always. That's why you single. Wow. No shade.
Wow, no, that was all shade.
No shade. No shade.
So
No
thank you
shade.
guys so
No.
much for tuning into this episode, Ronald.
Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course Ronald Matters.
Trash. But
I say that on my podcast. I am from Memphis, Tennessee, home
I'm
of Miss Quad
Miss
and
Quad.
K Michelle
Oh,
and Yo Gotti. Neither
oh,
who's great. I like. There's no Langston Hughes coming out of
okay. There you
Memphis.
go. Lead with that. Lead with that.
Yeah.
But no, because I'm just thinking in a situation where the more you bottle stuff in, the more resentment builds. So
You're
the
like, this nigga don't even wear crew socks in the winter. This nigga
right,
ankles cold.
right. Like if you have the type that's like have the heat on 80 because in the winter he want to walk around in just drawers, and you like I'm in
Oh,
here literally sweating. Don't just sit there and sweat and be like, look, it put some fucking clothes on. I can
then he
get you
not going
some.
to fuck. So it's like you sweaty. You need to go take a shower.
Exactly. Like help me help
Okay.
you.
Oh,
Exactly.
is this
So
about dick or is this about
it is.
body temperature?
It was for you. I was
Oh,
just
cool.
piggybacking on what you were saying.
Thanks.
Bottom
I,
Chronicles, chapter 6.
just it. Oh, so is this you keeping up with how many times I mentioned being the bottom? Cool.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right.
just running commentary. Colorful commentary, if you will.
Come on.
But I would say as much as possible. Maybe not every single little thing. Like if you like everything a certain way, he leave a penny on the counter. Don't I don't think that's something you need to address. But
First of all, it's a full sink of dishes, girl. Hush.
uh, that's your household. What's your answer?
Oh, my answer was very seldom because you knew that this was going to be a thing. You noticed it when you were dating, and you know that it could be an annoyance, and you decided that it wouldn't mess up your relationship. So when it actually comes up, you just have to confront that issue. Well, you have to work around that issue at the time, but don't be aggressive about it. That's what I tell myself.
Mm-hmm.
But
You're gonna
you
have
know,
resentment playing on repeat.
no, not resentment. Green light. If you want to, you got the green light because you
Hey,
get on my nerves. And I'm trying to be in this relationship, but
ooh,
yeah,
this sounds so healthy.
like
Such
a
a
perm that's been left too long,
such a healthy
it won't stay.
relationship.
And I got to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Mm-mm. Does there need to be complete trust, zero suspicion, in order to have a happy relationship? It says yes, blah 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 blah. Have complete trust.
I love
No,
him.
it's
I love him.
normal to often have suspicions that sometimes affect the relationship. No, it's normal to have suspicions, but they should never affect the relationship. And then the weird ass, no, all rainbows and lollipops and unicorn
Oh my
tails.
God, he could never do anything wrong. I wash his dirty drawers.
I don't know if people are capable of trusting implicitly to the point where it's like, yes, I have complete trust. I also feel like trust can be compartmentalized. So it's like I
What that
trust
mean?
you here. Like I trust you not to cheat on me, but I don't trust you to follow directions, or I don't trust you to with money. You know what I mean? I feel like I can't
Mm,
think of any situations where someone's like, yes, I implicitly trust my partner from the rooter to the tutor. And that could just be me. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't know because a lot
it
of
depends
y'all.
on per person. It depends
Okay.
per like because trust you in relation to what? Like some people, like they make risky money decisions, but they're not going to be stupid. Some people will emotionally cheat on you, DMing somebody on Instagram, but they're not going to actually go over there or tell Peanut to come. Like when Jody told Peanut to come over to his house, Jody know what Peanut was going to do when Peanut had got there because it was in Peanut's DNA to come over there like, well, I just want some dick. I don't care about you and Yvette. He knew
Well,
Peanut was gonna do that when she came over there, because that was her thing. So it's like it's per person. It's
okay. So case by case basis is what you're
so
saying.
I don't know what the right answer is. No, it's normal to have suspicions, but they should never. Yeah, it's okay to have suspicions, but they shouldn't affect the relationship. I
Okay.
mean, because he still got to be a full grown man, and you don't know what's going on, but you trust him. Well, if you don't have trust, you should just leave him right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. If you don't trust the
Because
motherfucker at
Valentine's Day coming up
all,
in 3 months, and you don't even do you even trust that he not out here giving other bitches gifts?
listen.
So if you don't,
Not only that,
happy holidays,
do you
but
trust that he not gonna break up with you like on the
but
26th after he done got his Christmas presents? Because he not trying to do Valentine.
oh,
I don't know how we got there. I don't know.
happy holidays.
Happy
Like
holidays.
if you gonna break up with
Happy
me on the fourth day of Kwanzaa, because he
right.
know the fifth and sixth and the seventh day require
At least wait
budget.
until after New Year's.
Oh
Give
my
him a New
god,
Year's Eve kiss.
and
Next
break
up,
up with him. You can kiss a nigga at the club. Shit, if you don't trust the nigga that you with, you can kiss a random nigga in the club.
Oh God, listen to this advice. Good luck, everybody. Should partners share things about one another and their relationship on social media?
No.
Ooh, this is a big one. So it's
Do we
yes.
have to go through the options? Okay.
No, I
Because the
don't think
answer is
so.
no. Do you feel like the answer is no?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think if that's what you choose to do, then more power to you. But I don't think it's a
Mm-hmm.
requirement. Just
Three
do
exes gonna be messaging you trying to tell you something, and
right. Just after y'all been together for a nice amount of time and you've acclimated yourself to the pussy or the dick, and y'all like each other enough that you can eat chicken wings in front of each other and all that kind of stuff. Just
dip the wrench twice. You know, because
listen. Ooh,
oh my god.
triggered. Then yeah, you don't have to maybe post like an elbow or something like that. But I don't think it's a requirement. You don't need to invite social media into your relationship. Is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The next question says,
Come on.
do partners have to get each other a gift for every anniversary and holiday? What do you think?
I'm trying to remember National Cupcake Day or National Pizza Day and National Left Handers Day if Bay's left handed.
This sound
Child,
like
that could be
it's.
so draining.
I,
Oh my
I,
god.
I'm listening to that and I'm like, this. It sounds like it's gonna be National Overdraft Day. Like,
Okay, like,
that's
ooh.
excessive. I would say holidays, maybe not. Anniversaries, yes. Like if it's something celebrating the actual relationship,
Mm-hmm.
I would say do something. It doesn't. I don't think it has to be an actual gift, like as in spending money. But I do think you need to have some kind of acknowledgement other than waking up in the morning and being like, "Happy anniversary, babe. See you later," and then you go to work.
But you have to be spontaneous, and you still have to do the just because and surprise pay.
Well, but
So
if
if
it's
you
for
have
a
to order a
holiday,
cupcake from the local cupcake place and give it to Bay when you get home, I feel like it's random, but it's cute. Like, bitch, random
but is
cupcake
that
day,
for
you
a
know, that's
holiday?
cute.
But that's like it's like a set holiday. It's not completely spontaneous.
Chef, first of all, some of these holidays don't get a second go round. Like
I'm saying
National
quote unquote
National
holiday.
Bottoms Day is one. Some girls think it's in October, and some girls think it's February the 15th.
Oh, is that an
So,
actual
what year is
thing?
the holiday?
What year?
Power Bottom Appreciation Day. What day is that?
Verse Lives Matters Day. What day is that?
So, of course, I've never heard of that. Literally,
I've never heard of
um,
Power Bottom Day either.
Power Bottom Appreciation Day is definitely on the calendar. So you got to know when that is because I
But
want
you
a
don't
gift.
know when it is. Okay. I think we are. I don't know if we're in agreement here, but just do whatever works for your bae. All right. Find out what their love languages are, and go with that, and go with God or
Come
whatever
on,
deity you pray to, if you
not
pray.
a deity. What's that?
It's like a God, a
Oh,
Buddha,
cool.
whatever.
Beyonce.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
The next question says, "What if a partner forgets their significant other's birthday?
Break up with him.
Your ass got to die."
Oh my god, girl! I think I shit it in the pie that I baked. So did she actually shit in the pie before she baked it? Do you smell like shit and potatoes for like
I
45 minutes while
don't know.
it bakes?
Is
How
that
the
like a
smell?
testament to her cooking skill that no one could smell that? I don't. But I see. Well, I guess where did she cook that? Because I wouldn't want to put boo boo in my oven. What are we talking about? What if your partner break up with him? Agreed. Moving
Break
on.
up with him. Like move on.
Break up with him or her or them.
Them.
Can you be happy in a relationship if you live together and don't sleep in the same bedroom? I say yes
I say yes as well. What are the options
because
though?
yes, you sometimes you sleep better alone and that's okay. Maybe, but only if it's on nights that you got into a big fight and need some space. What is it with y'all are fighting at night? Maybe, but only if it's on nights that you have to get a really good night's sleep for something.
Okay.
No, that's weird if you sleep in separate beds or rooms. Listen. Snoring is
Mm.
real, and I need my Z's. So it's absolutely okay with me if you
So
can
you
sleep
snore
down the
or they
hall.
snore?
Usually they snore. I've had
Okay.
people try to say that I snore, and I'm like,
Not try to say.
and I'm
You
like,
either do or you don't.
listen, you know what? We don't need to do that. But I think we agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with it because
Um.
you never know. You might have different work schedules, and it's like, look, I sleep during the day. I have to have these blackout curtains in here, like the Bat Cave. It may
Yeah, because
just
Wendy Williams don't sleep in the same bed with her husband.
well,
Um. And I
that's
was like, well, that's also why he got a whole
right.
mailbox with this
I
other
mean, I was
girl.
like,
But
well, I mean, he's sleeping in a whole different zip code, so it's okay
but somehow they still come to work together every day. Cool.
because you don't let that little
First of
trivial
all,
stuff
he
get.
got to get his coin because he gets
Listen,
10%.
secure the bag. Don't let that trivial stuff get in between you and the bag.
What's the next question? Oh, are we done with this or what's going on?
Nah, we almost done. So it says, can you be happy, or can you be in a happy relationship if one of you has cheated on the other? Oh goodness. Yes, you can work things out. It really depends on the type of cheating. It really depends on your personality. No, there's no chance. I think this is an individual case by case basis. I don't. There's no. There's no one answer fits all with cheating.
I was in a situationship, so I found out it was a situationship later, but I thought it was progressing towards a relationship at the time. The person said that I've got to be his. We've got to stop using condoms.
Oh,
So and so, so and so. Because you know I'm a condoms girl. I have condoms on my coffee table in my living room. I have lubes. I have samples. I safe sex. I promote it. So he was like, "Nope, you're mine. I'm yours. I want you." And then I found out he was cheating on me.
damn.
So I was like, I'm gonna take him back. Maybe he was just vulnerable in that moment. And then within 5 business days, I found out again that he was lurking elsewhere.
Damn. Not even a full week?
No. And I was like, well, I will continue to engage in this pain because, child, I've become because this is the pain that I.
Mm.
But we've
Chapter
got to have
10.
protected. So, and that was still rocky. So, he his mantra was, "I don't have nothing to hide, so I leave my phone unlocked." But every time he left his phone unlocked is when I went through it and when I found him. If you go looking, you will find something every single time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was jacked the first time. It was kicked the second time. It was another app the third. It was sideline app the third time. It was so and so app the fourth time. And so he had to go pee while we were in a restaurant. Left his phone on the table. And of course, I went through it because my very detail oriented, critical nature, Virgo self just couldn't let that phone sit there.
AKA nosy. Okay.
And that's why I'm a blogger. I like what you ain't paid your taxes. Let me go look at Fulton County. Like let me go look at I go looks. So I left him right there at the table. I was like, oh, when he came back, I was like, oh my god, this fish is so great. How do you know Keith? He was like, who is Keith? Oh, Keith Lamar. His number is 753 so and so so and so, and he has sent you this and y'all. He was like, oh, so you went through my phone? I was like, great. You pay for this. I'm gonna go. I queued an Uber and left him at the table. Like, what am I supposed to fucking do?
Yeah.
Also, to answer the question, can a couple be happy if one has cheated on the other? I feel like I always forgive the first time, but I'm also nosy. So if there's an inkling of the second time, child, you got me fucked up.
Got the game fucked up. I say it
But
depends on the
would
situation
you
and the
let a nigga
people.
cheat on you like 4 times, like I did? That
I
was
mean, to be
dumb.
honest, the
That was so
way
dumb.
I'm set up, I don't even think I could get past once. But that's me. That's my personality. So, and I mean, maybe there was
You
a
a
lesson.
Taurus.
I am not.
You a Cancer.
I am not.
Oh, I'm trying to guess. What are you?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh my God, are you seriously?
I sure am.
I forgive you in advance.
That's okay because I didn't ask
Cause you're
for it.
gonna cross me. Cause you have to. Cause you're
This
two
is
faced.
this is false, and that's
Okay.
rude. See, that's why y'all be having arguments with Geminis because right out the gate, y'all two faced. Well, of
Can't go to
course.
sleep at night because we one got to sleep on the couch because we don't want to go to bed angry.
Okay. And that's why y'all can't get along with Geminis, because y'all don't know how to watch y'all mouths on first meetings. So, should couples in happy relationships want to do everything together? I feel like we already talked about this.
What is the answer though? No.
Everything? No. I feel, I don't know. I feel like you would get on each other's nerves.
Yeah, my mouth bad.
Like every single thing. Sometimes I want to go hang with my fucking friends. Go.
Your fucking friends are who you fucking, who you want to be loving.
Listen, you have some issues that you need to
Tipping
talk
on your
out.
ninja hunter with Tanisha and Rhonda. What? Ew. I
Next
was just trying to
question.
make look. I said look Crim. Look him.
Oh, and that's what she looked like. Look, Krim.
Wow.
No shade.
No shade. No. No.
Facts are facts. Should you be willing to change or give up things for one another, like jobs, hobbies, location, etc., etc.? I'm saying,
Give up a job. That's shaky.
that's very shaky.
A
But I could
hobby.
see, not in a "I want you home," like, again, y'all need to watch that kind of stuff when someone's trying to control you and everything that you do. But an example of that, that's why I didn't say no right off the bat, is because a lot of times when I'm watching old people channels like HGTV, and the people they move abroad. Well, somebody has to give up their job in order for them to move to Belize or Portugal or wherever they're moving to. So I could see instances, but again, if it's just a flat out, now that we've been together 6 months, you need to quit your job, and when I get home, my dinner better be ready, and you better massage my feet and suck my dick, and just watch that kind of stuff.
I mean, but usually in these types of relationships, niggas want you to move from the west side to the south side. And I'm like, sir, no. Literally, like, no.
West side, yeah.
When it comes to like, moving to Belize, I'm like, well, if this relationship don't work out, at least I got 6 months of cute Instagram pictures.
Right.
Hashtag Throwback Thursday, hashtag Take Me Back,
No, hashtag I need a new Belizean boo.
like,
Like, I'm already here. Shit, might as well make the best of it just because it didn't work out with your chick ass. Nah.
These LGBT girls want you to move to like on Martin Luther King Boulevard, and I'm just like, sir, no.
Listen.
No.
That's absolutely fact.
Giving up a hobby. My hobbies are all of my side hustles. Like things that I do that I enjoy. So, and all of them make me money. So, are you telling me to give up money?
So that's job.
No.
Location. I don't know how one gives up their sense of humor. I don't know what that means.
Sarcasm, because
oh no, if you
as
can't
a
handle
Virgo,
sarcasm,
I'm very sarcastic. I'm very witty and sarcastic.
Yeah, if you can't handle sarcasm,
and so
it's not
I make
gonna work.
inappropriate jokes that I mean them in a jokingly way, but people don't always receive them in the manner that I do. So I'm like, okay, so I know Tasha can't take my jokes, or I know like his friend Jermarius, I like that name. Is coming over and he's
that sounds like somebody I follow on Instagram. Anyway, go ahead.
It's like an R&B singer on SoundCloud, but you can monitor that, but you can hang around Jermarius all the time because you're asking me to change who I am, and if you're with me, then we can be with. I want to use a different name. Blah stuff.
Willing. I think that you should have some willingness, but also you need to have the discernment of what it means or what they're asking you to give up, and their intentions on making that requirement of you. And use your best judgment, use your common sense. If you don't have any, go get some. I think they sell it at the Walmart or whatever.
Oh wow.
2 more questions and then we can move on. Can a long distance relationship be happy or healthy? I think it depends on the people in the relationship.
Amen.
All right, next question. How often should you say "I love you" to one another?
Right. Back to question 18.
What happened with question 18? I thought
I'm sorry, my headphones fell out.
Man down.
I was in a relationship with a guy who lived 3 blocks down the street. Well, I was in again, at the end, I found that it was a fuck buddy relationship. Nope, it was a whole fuck buddy relationship. It wasn't even a situation.
Damn.
I know. But when I went out, he took me, We
At
went
least you
out.
know you got some good booty.
We went out, and I never had to open a door. I never had to pay a bill. You know, he always took care of everything all the time. But in his mind, it was just so he could get some pussy. And so I was
Not
whatever night of the
pussy.
week it was that I was with him. So it wasn't even that I was a Thursday night. And I'm not opposed. The gag is I'm not opposed. If I'm just Tuesday, cool. Tell me I'm just Tuesday, and it so I know how to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
I know to put you in my fuck buddy pal, but I'm still out here looking for a full um child. Ernest. That sound like a nigga that want to be married, but
Old
you
shade
know,
tree mechanic name.
you
So
can
how
fix your
was
brakes for
this?
200.
How was this
But
long distance though?
so no, my point was this guy lived 3 red lights down the street from me,
Mm-hmm.
and he gave the facade that he wanted to be with me, and it was going to be serious. And we had talked wedding colors, and we agreed on wedding colors.
Oh
We
my.
agreed on the season. We agreed on how many guests we want. Like after the round, I would like lay in his arms, and we would talk about these things.
Come on, cuddling.
Yeah, I woke up and there would be snow on the ground, and we would go. This was in Memphis, mind you. It doesn't snow like that in Memphis. We would put our hats and our gloves on, and we would go have, like, child was just a lot. Then I was like, but all of this was about ass. So if you meet a nigga that live 900 miles away, child, take that chance.
Yep.
Niggas is 3 red lights down the street and still not
Still
shit.
trash.
Trash, literal trash. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll add one thought to that, and that is because I've seen this of some people on the timeline that were in a long distance relationship, and then they are married and they have kids and all of that heterosexual stuff.
Gross.
But something that they made plain was that when they agreed to do the long distance relationship, they said up front, one of us is going to have to move. And they had that understanding from the beginning. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's important if you're in a long distance relationship, hundreds of miles, cities, states, country. I mean, listen, God bless y'all bank accounts. I don't know if I could do a long distance. I mean, I don't know. It depends on where they live. Because if Southwest flies there, then I have some points. So,
Come on, 2 free bags.
absolutely. Okay, last question for the second time. How
Oh well.
often should you say I love you to one another?
You sound needy because you're a Gemini.
I sound what?
Needy? You need it here all the
I
time. I
I
love you.
don't
I love your ankles.
I
I
don't
love those coat shoes you're wearing.
I don't
Oh
like
my God,
that.
what kind of belt is that? I love it.
I don't like that. I don't like to be
Put that
doting on
nipple in
like
my
that.
throat.
Now that's different.
Yeah,
Although I don't want my nipple all the way in your
I
throat because
gotta
that
have it.
sounds painful. That sounds like I need to have something reattached. So what's your answer? How often do you need to hear I love you since you're trying to judge me for being a Gemini?
Um,
Damn
I like to
Virgos.
hear. I like to hear that you appreciate the things that I'm trying to give. Like, mm, uh,
Every single
there
day, a few
there are
times per
people who say I
week.
love you at the end of every phone call. So like I was hanging out with a friend of mine and they called about things that were important like, so babe, so when y'all get back, do I need to already have the wine back at the house, or you gonna bring wine home because Ronald likes to drink? Or he was like, okay, so this came up, and every time they would say I love you at the end of every phone call, I was just like, that is so weird.
It
I
sound
don't need
like
it.
the
Like,
people from Flip or Flop.
I
Every
don't
time they
need.
talk, love you, love you, love you, and then they got
I,
divorced.
you still, I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need to hear it all those times.
I would say,
A genuine, sincere "I love you" I can have every morning when we get out the bed and leave the house, or whatever the morning
yeah,
things are,
I would say a few
or
times per week for me.
yeah, just a few.
You don't, and
I
like
don't
it's
know.
not every time. It's like, oh,
And it's not that you don't mean it all the other times.
right. It's just I don't need to hear you say it, and I don't need
It
to
don't
say
sound
it.
genuine. It don't sound.
Right, like
No.
saying love you at the end of every phone call. Like I get it. Yeah, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Do whatever works for you. If you need to hear it every day, make sure your partner knows that you need to hear it every day. Don't be bottling that shit up and then you sitting up here looking like Boo Boo the Fool, asking the 6 brown chicks why your man don't say I love you every
Come
day.
on.
So, with that being said, that's going to wrap up the main topic of this episode. So, we're going to
I'm scared.
slide on to the queer query.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
First question: what's one Christmas or holiday memory that really stands out for you?
Um. mm, oh my God. My grandparents were getting a divorce. And it was so
Oh,
weird because I lived with my grandparents. I wasn't even raised by my parents. My grandparents were getting a divorce. And my aunts and uncles made sure every present that I received was either Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren. It was just all these name brand things because, of course, my grandparents don't believe in all these name brands. I was out here wearing Bugle Boy and, like regular outlet mall fashions. And my aunts and uncles made sure every gift I received for Christmas was a name brand something. And it was so weird because I was up there like, oh wow, bitch, Tommy Hilfiger sort of cool. And I opened up another one. It was, oh my god, some Jabot jeans. And then you open up the next gift, and it was, oh my god, some boots from some name brand company at the time. And so I was like, bitch, this is the best Christmas. What?
name brand Christmas.
And I can't even wear this shit today.
Right.
And, and half them brands weren't even relevant no more.
All of that shit's
And
like,
Nietzsche and
oh, I haven't heard
South
that in so
Pole
long. South
and
Pole. You know it. You know what? That was going to be racist, so I'm not going to say that.
people that wear Pele no more.
So that's. I mean, that sounds lit for the time, though.
Yeah, when I was going through it, it was
Well,
important.
that's true too. So my Christmas memory that really stands out to me, I'm gonna jump back to what my favorite gift was, which was the Power Ranger Zords, the Ninja Zords.
You put one up your booty hole. It's the first time you bought them.
So I'm not sure what kind of person you think I am.
A freak?
This is not that kind of freak. I don't like hard plastic. Anyway, throwing me off.
No dildo for me.
Well,
I don't want a
that's not the
dildo up my
same.
ass today.
That's not the same. I don't want anything that's like a Lego. What am I talking about? Okay,
Huh?
so the memory, I got the Zords for Christmas. However, because I was a piece of shit, I requested them. There were presents under the tree. I was happy. I was doing cartwheels and backflips off the wall. But that wasn't enough for young me. I had to go and have confirmation. So I snuck and I opened like one of the presents. Saw the box. And again, you would think that would have been enough. But I had this high and I had to keep feeding the high. So I kept going back and opening the present and looking at it. Well, eventually my mama caught on.
Oh.
And she came in and she's like, you know you're in trouble for opening them presents. And all hell broke loose.
Uh-uh.
And then it turned into you're not getting no damn presents, and they done told the whole
Mm-mm.
family. So other family members are cracking jokes like, "Oh, you ain't gonna get no Christmas presents." And I'm sitting there, like sad Charlie Brown, like Christmas is ruined. I ain't gonna get no damn presents. Not only was I not getting presents, I wasn't getting the presents I really fucking wanted that I knew I already got.
Uh.
So, needless to say, from the time I got caught all the way up to Christmas morning, your boy was depressed. Okay. But then, my mama and daddy pulled a fast one and gave me the presents anyway. And it all worked out. But that was one of my memories that stands out the most because those were some stressful few weeks of getting dirty looks every time I even walk in the same room where the Christmas tree is. My mama looking like she wanted to jump kick my ass through a wall. So,
Hiya.
black moms, black moms. Okay, next question. What's one thing you wish there was more of in the gay community?
Um. Do I give my honest answer here?
Absolutely.
Talk.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I
I was
was
like,
like,
he's either gonna say tops or he gonna say something like condoms or lube.
oh no,
But those are plentiful,
definitely
so
more
I was
lube
like,
because
yeah.
I feel like, well, studies show evidence based.
Mm.
They can't say those words at the CDC no more, thanks
Oh
to
my
Donald
god,
Trump. But
trash.
lube will divert a lot of things away from your inception areas. If y'all would just use a little bit more of it. Yes, it appears to be a little bit more lube than usual, but y'all end up reapplying anyway. So,
Right.
child, what do you?
Just slip and slide. Like it's okay. It's fine. You don't need to be
Okay.
trying to be cute and trying to make it not be greasy back there. It doesn't matter. A little bit of extra, and then the
Yeah.
smacking sound. I don't. Okay.
Oh.
So what do I
Okay.
think? I think that I wish that there was more self awareness in the gay community because a lot of our brethren and whatever else that they want to be called, they just have no self awareness. They don't know that the things that they say hurt people, the things that they do, their thought processes, the way they go into relationships, the way they deal with people on the apps. Like it's so
Mm-hmm.
very little self awareness. People don't understand and they don't have any concept of the reach and the influence that they have just from their day to day actions and words. So if more of the community just was able to look inward
Amen. Hey,
and
praise God.
get their Iyanla on. Well, maybe not Iyanla because I don't know what the fuck that lady be doing.
Child, her bang be real sketchy
Listen,
sometimes.
and those chompers like Iyanla could bite through a MacBook. Anyway, I don't know what we're talking about. Okay, so last up is a wild card. Haven't done this before, and that is I'm going to let the guest ask a question.
Okay.
What you
It was
got?
one
What
of
you
our
got?
icebreakers
Okay.
on here for a podcast. I'm so nervous to ask.
Why?
But because, it's not an icebreaker on here for a podcast where we usually talk our shit.
Okay.
But dating men over 40, what are the pros and cons of dating them?
Oh, ugh, dating. Yuck.
Hmm.
Pros and cons of dating men over in their 40s.
Over
Pros.
40, he might be 53. You got to include
Oh,
that.
over. Oh my. Well,
Okay.
I would
You
say
never know.
okay. So two pros that I can think of off the top of my head is number one, they're usually more established. Usually, that
Hmm.
is not a rule because it's a. They're usually more established, so you don't have to go through the rigmarole of are you in school or do you work? Like, what do you even do? Um,
Uh oh.
you know,
Oh my God.
Jack sessions, trying to get to the Jack session, asking questions, and there are no answers. And the other thing is, a lot of times, the older gentlemen, they were not gay their whole life, so they already have kids. So it's like, okay, cool, you already got that out
Mm.
the way. So I don't have to worry about you getting some kind of itch, and all of a sudden, little Chi Chi the dog is not enough, and you want a full blown human because I'm not about that life. So those are two of my pros. Cons, um, older men a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they tend to be a little bit more manipulative and controlling. So you have to be
Oh.
on your P's and Q's with their asses because a lot of times they think because they're older, they're automatically more mature and smarter than you are. So you have to have your armor on, like Don Richard said.
Come on.
What's another con of dating an older? They usually
Hmm.
are pretty set in their ways. So sometimes when you want to do things, they don't be with the shits. Like I get something that maybe not be necessarily targeting their age bracket, but they're like every day I like to come home and put my slippers on, put my feet up, and watch Wheel of Fortune. And you'd be like, okay, but tonight we need to go to the Red Lobster because I'm trying to get my Cheddar Bay on.
Or get this happy hour deal.
Right, like can I get some libations? Like, and this is benefiting you because what does the song say? Once the liquor get up in me, all right. Like we can be drunk in love, but if you want to sit up here with your slippers on, so those will be my pros and cons. What about you?
Well, on Here For It podcast, I had the same pro and the same con. Is that they are so opinionated. It's like
Mm,
everything you
strong.
say, and it comes in handy like when you're trying to look at interest rate on a car, or if you are trying to get a job and don't know if the benefits package is good enough. But then, like when it comes down to the person we vote for president openly acknowledge the LGBT community and HIV struggles, then they be like, "Well, you can't just really depend on them to mention us. Don't even worry about them mentioning us." No, 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 no. Even Donald Trump knew he had to hold up his Trump. What is it? Gates for Trump's flag.
Mm,
He got in office and still did other things,
that's
but he
because
knew that it was vital that he acknowledged Twinks for Trump.
acknowledged, right. And then when he got
He
in there, he was like, "Get y'all twink asses the fuck off my lawn. Go eat a
so I
sandwich."
mean, like their opinions be so strong, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's the right thing that you need. What is it in the heat of the night, amen?
Mm.
But then
Woo!
sometimes it be the wrong thing. You used to be like, I'm just gonna call you when the sun go down.
Right. You'd be like, "Okay, now it's the time for you to shut the fuck
I'm
up."
gonna call you when my minute's free because you
Mm-hmm.
wasted my time.
Yeah. So what's the pro?
Oh, this was the pro and the con. This is the pro because in the
Oh,
heat of the
okay.
night, I need him. But like
Come on,
the
double
con
whammy.
is also like, child,
Leave me
I'm
alone.
gonna call somebody else.
Okie dokie. So, with that being said, that is going to wrap
Amen.
up this holiday episode of Gay Side Stories. Mr. Ronald Matters, please remind the people one more time where they can find you and where they can find the illustrious Here For It Pod.
It's most important that you find Here For It podcast. We are
Absolutely.
on social media at Here For It Pod on all Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Our Instagram is really cute. We have a YouTube channel, but it's just the podcast episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We record bonus content for our Patreon, patreon.com/Here For It Pod. My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on all of the things at Ronald Matters. And of course, my blog. I just published today the top 15 gay friendly vacation destinations for 2018.
Hey, now that's perfect for your
So,
boo that's over 40.
I know y'all are getting engaged and right now, and y'all could be thinking of like where you want to go next summer because apparently, Sizzle attendance is down. Um, Inferno isn't happening anymore. DR Takeover is trying to replace Inferno, and this neither here nor there. And then there's two Punta Cana Dominican Republic vacations going on,
Mm-hmm.
the Color Block Festival and the Escape. So I'm like, so which I want to go to DR because it's cheap to fly to DC, but where do I stay? But anyway, so do something else out of all those things.
Okay.
Sweden is number one vacation destination for 2018. They're very gay friendly. They don't have any anti gay laws
Mm-hmm.
and all of those things. America is number 37
It shouldn't even be that high, but
around the world, but that's probably Obama era. We still first year Trump.
right.
So I talk about a lot of things going on around the world, things going on, child stuff.
All right.
Ronald Matters. Yeah.
Doc.com. All right, guys. Well, go to GaysideStories.com for more information about this show. Email me, follow me on social media. It's Gayside Stories on everything. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Rate on Apple Podcasts, 5 stars. Leave a review. I'll read it on the show if I remember. Share the show with others. Share Here For It Pod with others. Help us get the word out. And, we're trying to get our voices into these gays' ears. And some of you,
Uh
allies,
huh.
as you call yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a few, so shout out to y'all. But some of y'all out here, y'all lying and y'all snakes in the grass. But anyway,
Somebody gay. Oh my god.
thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Ronald, for being on the show, taking a little time out of your busy holiday schedule.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays one more
Merry
time.
Christmas.
RIP to Combat Jack one more time. And as always, remember the lost commandment, especially for you bottoms. Thou shalt protect thy walls, or they will crumble, and you will be out here And Santa is not gonna leave you anything in your stocking because your stocking is fucked up. All right, and we're out of here.
Wow.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.